All right, not bad, Joe. I turned it off like the other day. And I forgot I did it. Finna drop some more 2K gameplay. Hey, I might be on the 2K next year too. Yeah, I'm have the notifications on though. So
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the
hope
locker
it's not the
room.
dude I played the
And
other
we're
day.
just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the
I mean, I ain't lose something bad, but like they gave me some bullshit ass catches.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
But if them ball can bring NCAA back, bro, I'm not playing Madden no more.
Let's go. Hey, you're 18. Three buzz. Watch twist. Regular. Heavy. Shit. 2x2.
The former second-round pick, this is
you on
Joe
it.
Mixon. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on second and 13.
Give me that.
Dalton. And his guys are going to get the
He didn't even touch him.
at the 37-yard
Whatever.
line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On the ground, this is Lamar.
Oh, touchdown. Oh, let's go.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the...
Oh, touchdown. Yes, sir. Boy, I thought he was going to pick that shit. I thought he was going to pick that. I know you're not finna go to already.
There to make the grab. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
You know, it's shit to nothing just to land at the 11.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. Heavy. Lucky.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, pick that, boy.
John Ross.
Damn.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because
Bro, they're about to be trying to beg you to pick
their
that.
line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to let this one go deep.
Give me that.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Come on, guys.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watson now to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
Oh.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take
Yeah, bro, that's split those.
play,
Look at this shit.
looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Look at this shit.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson.
Oh, had him.
Find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Damn.
Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw.
Oh, that's flag.
How about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football.
Hey, should I go for it?
So that'll move him up 5.
Nah, I'm gonna take my dude. I don't want to take no chances.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right?
The fuck he doing?
Rare. But in this case,
Nah, fuck that. I'm going for it.
So
Wait, let me see what we're gonna do it again.
that jumped, and that'll move him 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it.
If you do it again, I'm going for it.
Front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their.
Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, man, anybody that's in this live stream right now, man, make sure I drop a like. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button. As y'all can see by the title, we're on the road to 200. Trying to hit at least 150 at the moment. But check. Yeah, we currently at 138 right now.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the
What's
lead
good,
moves to
Hashir?
10-zip.
Hey, bro, if you're trying to get a game with me, bro, all you gotta do is just hit the sub button and turn on the post notification, bro.
Make sure that
That's the
happens, because that
requirement.
was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And drop a like too.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Okay, what the fuck? Cut his head off.
And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be
damn, ball can't see.
Whatever it's going to take to get the message,
it
has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield
incomplete.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Dalton. He's got a man complete.
Of course.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
EA Sports. Look at tripping. Look at this shit.
And he's gonna come down with it.
Okay, I understand it's AJ Green, but like they giving him some bullshit as catching, bro.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Orbit.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton.
Oh, I had him.
Inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 36 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as he'll come up and go for 2.
He's crashing.
This will be Dalton again.
Give me that.
And it'll be intercepted.
Go.
Up by Justin Reed.
Oh, you
It's interesting
motherfucker.
that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass.
Dude, I'm not fucking stupid. I can see what you're doing, obviously, right? Come on, man.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
We got it. 59.
Fuck you going.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Oh.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Geno Atkins got home that time. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Watson escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. A play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, the 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, check.
From the gun, here's Watson.
55.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now it's Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
54. Go.
From the red zone now, Watson.
What the fuck?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross taking it in as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
He dropped
Don't
it.
mess it up.
What?
And going to halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Here's Watson. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here
and that's
what?
Inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
See what I'm fucking talking about? They're giving him the bullshit ass catches.
Touchdown pass of the game, and the Bengals have taken the lead. We've seen that a time or two over the years from A.J. Green. Long, explosive touchdown catches.
And he is so good at playing the ball in the air and going over the top of people to make catches. I think his teammates call it playing a little bit of hoops or playing above the rim. He is fantastic at it and continues to get better as his career progresses.
All day, baby, all day.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get in the weight room.
The final shot before the break. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, They can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A first down carry now for Miller. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, and even 50 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run high. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll run forward with Hyde. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
44. Here you go. Regular.
Now Joe Mixon.
Hey, alert 3.
49, check 49.
Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 99.
2 by 2. Move. Heavy. There you go. 368.
Watch safety creeping.
Regular. Heavy. Hands up.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon.
Check 4.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 6-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey.
They'll give it to Mixon.
Switch.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
368.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the...
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, D.
Hey, 59.
That's just me and you. That's just me and you. Undercrush.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Geno Atkins getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans.
Let's bring it. Watch twist.
Third and long, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 92 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Check 31.
Hey, 54.
Operating from the gun. Watson.
Coming to you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 10 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
Check. Lucky.
Hands up. 318.
Yeah, baby.
Check. Heavy. Hands up.
A Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Heavy too.
Check 3. There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44.
Dalton here from the gun.
Check 3.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit.
As long as I don't do nothing stupid, we good.
Make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st down, Miller. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Stay here, bro.
Didn't happen on that play.
4th quarter.
Hey, you came at the right time.
And we've got a 1-score game.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Being chased out.
Oh!
And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Haywood. 59 Mike. Check, 59. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's got Miller.
Let's go.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Watson with a give to Miller. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
I'm trying not to use the timeout right now.
Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got wide.
10 carry now for Lamar Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Alert!
Watson eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Nixon. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
24.
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window. And it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know, there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. It's complete. Stills. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Set. 31. 59. You mine. Out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's QT. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
This fucking shit. Jesus Christ.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be taken very short.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Yellow, 180, 0-15. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Slam, slam, slam.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he finds a man.
That's coming back.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, he's going to take a shot right away.
Give me that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Interception, baby, all day.
Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Strong right. Strong back. You got three down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson.
Throw it.
Right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, a little bit
I'm
of
gonna fucking punt the shit, man.
moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points. But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Dude, if that ball would have picked it up and scored, I would have quit.
Plays like this where the ball comes free,
dude.
It's unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
Y'all don't know.
Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else
Hey, if you would have got the first or scored a touchdown, I would have quit.
Looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Hey, Sunday.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Forced out to his left.
Touchdown. Yes, sir.
Open, it's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown!
Will Fuller there to make the grab. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes escaping the pressure. Kansas City touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they start
I know y'all saw this.
21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He goes to use you. Comes to me.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On first down, Watson going deep here for Stills. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Motion, motion, motion.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Double time. Off. 3 down. Odd. Go.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Come on, fellas.
That one goes.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Emmanuel Agba there on the stop.
For the set. 19. Right. 26.
Tight on the right. Go. 3 down.
Watch the motion.
From the 27, Watson flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline.
Just got it over before you guys say.
They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the
31.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Hey. Watch 16, boys.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away.
I don't take no
So he
chances.
throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Give me that.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, it's Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light thing. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real deal for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
We're just getting some penetration. Mike, 55.
Mahomes now to throw.
Here we go.
It's Hill, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Go on, boys, let's go.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
55, Mike. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Williams. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure before...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh yeah, touchdown. We going. Good block. Let's go.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone,
I might go for too late the next drive, the next time we have it, depending on what we do.
Not right there.
Depending on how he
Try
do.
this again after the kick return TD. Here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see
Give me that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And it's pick 6. Oh shit! Look, Terry got it. Damn.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
I should have known his ass was gonna catch up.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles.
This fat ass got in my way. Fuck, get out the way.
That's correct. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Look, man, when I'm running, stay out of my way. Shit.
The running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone,
Take
the
my
safeties have less ground to cover. You better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out
That's
the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Oh, not again. Not again. Not again. Not again. Not again. Not again. Come on, man.
The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards.
Come on, man. There's 2 kickoff returns on that ball, man.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. For touchdowns in the same game, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
these
The
spot on
Chiefs'
me.
offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
Look at
And
that.
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up.
Hold on, I'm coming right back. Hey, look, yeah. We'll put this little do-rag on, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, just give me a few, you know, just in case y'all wondering why nothing going on right now. Finna put this shit on, you know. Finna put some grease in my hair, brush it, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we'll run some shit up. So, bro, I can't wait to get my mom this day. What's the fake? He said, H2H, this nigga bigger than the damn. No, I said when you tell me your bitches go, we would. Gay, bro. Gay, bro. I had 24 passes. Wow. I had 20. Bro, because that's one during this better, bro. That nigga ain't no lucky. Why you do it? Bro, that nigga ain't no lucky. Why you do it? I was 78%. I was really not in the game. I was never really done for come on, bro. I know you done with that game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
Here we go. Yeah.
Bro, how? What? What is going on here?
Ready? 18 Gator.
41 Mike. I'm scared.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. Wow, first play of the game sees 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet for the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to run 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Under 10, 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, baby. 6. Quick 6. That's what
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a...
It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Now Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so... And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set. 19. Mike 47.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Check one out of go.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson now, operating from the gun. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Faking the give, now Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
He got the
And
first.
inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the
For those of y'all that don't
ability
know what that noise is, it's raining
What
outside.
that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
41's coming.
Shoot.
From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there. Able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go, set, 10-2 stop.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Recon, 132 fighter.
26. Check
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Down, 60 or.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ready,
The
ready.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
64, weak. Let go.
Throwing Jones. Pass incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. On 2nd down and 4, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
55.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 47, Mike. 47.
Watson, off play action. He lets this one fly toward the back, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT.
Good thing I saw that. Oh, it took me a nice little sec.
Within a single score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd down. Here's Barkley. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Let's go.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. It's complete to Golden Tate. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready,
They
set.
failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hit it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bound to lose one.
Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I mean, I get bored, but I was trying to score before the clock ran out.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2. No?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Banjo.
Hey, 31.
4-7's the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
You worrying about DeAndre, nigga. You better try to cover the motor receivers.
Across midfield, it's 1st and 10 from the 45. A shotgun handoff now to Miller.
Oh, that stick work, though.
Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston.
I know y'all saw that slight stick work. I know y'all saw that.
Texans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And they will not
you know
get a
damn well
chance
you
to
ain't gonna
return
get
this
that.
one
Just
as they're
stop.
through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know,
Through his head, though.
discussed how
Bitch, get
they're
up.
going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of
How
the
many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's fucking lagging.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney merciless, his 2nd sack of the night. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Watch the slant. Watch the
They'll try and run for it with Miller.
Check 15.
Oh, if I went a little more side, I would have scored.
Down to the 4-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to the ground. This time
Get in there. Get in there.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yep.
Bear up and good. And the decision to just kick the
That's right, man. Anybody that's in this live stream right now, man, make sure I drop a like. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button, man.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
For those of y'all that are like just joining, I was down 14-0 in the first quarter, and look at the score now. I'm up 24-14.
Offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones on first down.
How the fuck he caught that?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
What's good? Dribble details. Welcome to the stream, bro.
83 yards.
Hey, if you're new to the stream, make sure you hit that sub button for me, bro, if you don't mind.
Making this a 3-point game. Rosas good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Yeah, but yeah, anybody that's new to the stream, make sure you hit that sub button, though.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Trying to play me. Yeah, bro. Hey, all you gotta do is just hit the sub button and turn on post notifications, bro. That's the requirement. And then I got you. That's simple as rule, bro. All you gotta do is hit the sub button and turn on post notifications. It's that simple.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
47 is the mic. Bandit. Mike's 47.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go.
That one good for 26 and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh, you got deep? Kill.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Hey, 24, 26, Watson.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's Stills bringing it in. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, it's Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
You got nothing. 47 miles.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Oh, I got lucky.
Incomplete. The veteran safety Antoine Bethea there on the defensive coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end
Damn,
zone.
boy.
So no 6 points, incomplete.
And I possession that shit too.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a
Oh, he
situation.
just got it in there, boy. Boy, I thought I missed that shit. Boy, I'd have been pissed.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question because
I
when look
just
at
got
the
that shit in
smiles
there,
on that side of the field, it's a little tough
Oh,
right there.
boy.
If they scored a touchdown
That shit
there,
crazy.
those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better.
Yeah, I wouldn't take
A
that.
touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the...
Safety. Yes, sir.
For the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation.
Oh, yeah. Get the fuck off me, boy. You too light. You too light, boy. Let's go.
Play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and win it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll run with Miller. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for
them
is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check. Check 3.
Again, it's Miller. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Mike's 47. Hey, me and you all day. All day. Hey, coming after you. I'm coming after you. 47's the mic.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Check, 47. Switch up. Hey, check, Mike, 49.
Now Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
No. Off.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep
Big
down.
day.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Come on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Ready.
Look at Son's third
He's
down.
back to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
This should be interesting.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.
I knew he was gonna get off of me eventually, so that's why I threw it. Oh damn, they had the replay forever. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Your boy about to get off for the night, man. I will be back tomorrow, either during the day or about this time of the night. You know what I'm saying? So And again, sorry about the other days that I didn't live stream. My internet was tripping. So I do have a video like coming tomorrow. Technically today, well, because I'm Central Time, because I'm from Louisiana. But so I technically have a video coming later today. I don't know by what time, but for those of y'all that have like the notifications on, should get it. But so yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know about that video, man. But other than that, I'm gonna see y'all guys later. I'm gonna catch y'all guys later, man. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know what to do. Please hit that sub button if you're new. And if y'all tune into the live stream, man, make sure y'all drop a like before I go, man. You could drop a like too once the live stream is downloaded on my YouTube channel. But yeah, man. With that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all guys later, man. Peace.